What's going on? Edward Pierce here with Moneyclub Properties, and welcome back to Free Money TV. Today we're going to be talking about wholesale real estate. If you do not know what wholesale real estate is, it is actually finding houses at a very, very cheap price and assigning them to your cash buyer or end buyer or your investor buyer for a small fee, and you are making that difference because you're selling it as is, okay? As is properties, you get them at cheap prices and you sell them for cheap prices. That is what wholesale real estate is in a nutshell. And today we're going to be talking about 5 ways of finding motivated sellers. What is a motivated seller, you may ask? If you don't know what a motivated seller is, please watch my video on motivated seller. What is a motivated seller? But just a quick overview. A motivated seller is someone who is motivated to sell their home. No excuses, no strings attached. Just, hey, I'm tired of this property and I'm ready to sell this house. So I'm going to give you 5 tips on finding motivated sellers. Where do you find these people? Because all you really have to do is find the seller, get the price, get it on contract, take the contract to your buyer, and voila, you have a check. So 5 easy ways of finding motivated sellers. And I will make another video showing you all how to find motivated sellers for free. But this list this video will contain a little information about finding motivated sellers, but you may have to spend some money. Okay, number 5. The number, I'm gonna start from 5 and go to 1, okay? 1 would be number 1, like the best one, easiest way, I guess, or my favorite way. Okay, start with 5. 5, I want to start out with word of mouth. Word of mouth is asking people, going around letting people know, hey, I buy houses for cash, or I wholesale real estate, and I'm looking for a house to sell. Do you know anyone selling their home? You know anyone who wants to sell their home? You know anyone facing foreclosure or late on payments, anything like that? Word of mouth, that's number 5. I mean, that is a great way of finding houses. I have found many of deals like that, many. All right. Number 4, my number 4 favorite way of finding motivated sellers would be bandit signs. Right now I'm driving. As you can see, there's a bandit sign right there. It says now enrolling for a daycare here in Memphis, Tennessee. Bandit signs are a great way. You drive by, if you're sitting at the light, like right now I'm sitting at the light and I can see that sign. So it's a great way of actually marketing yourself and finding motivated sellers. You put on there, I buy houses for cash. My name, Edward buys houses for cash. I have cash ready to close in 7 days. People will call you, okay? People will call you. My number 3 favorite way of finding motivated sellers is online advertising, guys. Online advertising, I cannot stress it enough, guys. Online advertising, you can find so many motivated sellers like this. I mean, motivated sellers from everywhere. Everywhere. You'll be surprised who owns properties in your city but doesn't live in your city. And sometimes you can't always find them. Like, you have to do like these deep, intensive searches for these people and pay to find the seller, all this. You won't have to do that searching online. Sometimes you can actually find them for free. But if you do have to pay, find the seller, then hey, go ahead and do it. Because if you feel like this is a good house and a good deal and you have a buyer ready to close on their property, why miss $2,000 or $3,000 for $100 or $200? Okay, so keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. My number 2 way of finding motivated sellers, and I don't want to put this as number 1. I was going to do it as number 1, but I'm going to do it as number 2. Both of these ways are great ways of finding motivated sellers. So your number 2 way of finding motivated sellers is actually realtors and people who deal with houses. Like anyone who does anything with houses. It can be lawns, house repair, HVAC, electrical work, anything dealing with houses, guys. You talk to these people and you'll be very, very, very surprised to see that these people know a lot of people who are closing and selling houses on a daily basis. People who are looking to sell these houses, guys. So, you got to make sure you network with these people. When you see them around town, you see them at Home Depot. Hey, I'm a wholesaler. Hey, I buy investment properties. I'm looking for investment property. Do you know anyone trying to sell something? Are you trying to sell any? Great way, guys, great way. And your number one way of finding motivated sellers is how? Buying a list. You can buy a list from almost anywhere. I mean anywhere. Different lists. Foreclosure lists. Pre-foreclosure list, pardon myself. Inherited property list. Absentee owner list. I mean, guys, this is the number one way of finding motivated sellers. You buy those lists, you can drive to their house. You can send a postcard to their house. You can call them. Sometimes their phone number is on there. You can email them. I mean, it's direct contact with these motivated sellers. With these sellers. And most of the time when you're dealing with their list, I mean, a lot of them are motivated sellers. A lot of them. I close deals with my list all the time. I buy new lists. I try to get at least 2 or 3 new lists per month. I'm trying to do better, but that's the point that I'm at right now. So, guys, 5 ways of finding motivated sellers, guys. You just found it out. So, I want you to go out there, find some motivated sellers. If you know any other tips or any other tricks or any other ways or methods of finding a motivated sellers, please, guys, please comment below. Send me a message, do a video response anyway, and I will connect back with you as soon as possible, guys. Thank you again for watching the video. I wish you much success as an entrepreneur. We all like free money, so let's get some of this free money, guys. Edward Pierce here. See you later.